What's good with y'all, man? We got a vlog style video today. I appreciate y'all for clicking on the video. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. You're gonna want to check this one out to the end. Stay tuned. I will also, after I get my vlog style video out the way, give some comments and some opinions on the way Colorado played and what I think they could do better going forward. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Oh yeah, one more thing. I am 6'4". I probably will never in my life go to the Rose Bowl again. At least not sitting where I was sitting. It was absolutely awful and I regret my experience. So we're on the way to see UCLA versus Colorado. It's a great opportunity to see a team that I probably would never ever see in my life because I don't plan on going to Boulder. But I've been watching Shiloh. I've been watching Deion Jr. I've been watching Shador. I've been watching Deion Sanders all year and some I would say even before then, right? So I'm like, wow, I get to see these guys that I've been looking at relentlessly right there in front of me. This is gonna be a wonderful day. I can't think of anything better than today. So excited, catching a view, looking at people, looking at how beautiful and clean and the Colorado fans walking the street, just loving the environment, the atmosphere, clean air. Little things like that matter to me. So I say to myself, I say, hey, self, we might have the best day of the year today. Deion Jr., Deion, Shiloh, Shador, Colorado football, and a UCLA game, a home game, if you will. Wow. You know, little did I know the ass whooping we were in store for, right? You know, but my optimism was very high. Trust me, I was looking forward to it. I'm like, we coming, baby. We coming. And we here. We here. Hey, I was all in my mantra. All in my energy, right? So we getting closer. At this point, my excitement is peaked. I'm lit. The game is about to start. And of course, it's as long as a walk. But the game's finna start. I'm ready. I'm on the way. And stay with me. This isn't something I get to do often. My last UCLA game was probably like 2015. I was like in college at the time. So this was like me feeling like a kid again. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So I'm doing this long ass walk. And I'm thinking to myself like, God damn. It's the longest walk I had in a minute. And for those who don't know, I am a big dude. I am like the lineman you see on Colorado. I actually probably be better than them at this point. I'm probably past my eligibility point, but I'd be a better lineman than a majority of Colorado's offensive line right now. Like today, I completely underestimated how long it would take to park and how crowded this area would be because I haven't been in a long time, which was a full-on error on my part. I had no idea what 90,000 people look like or however many the stadium capacity it is. It was a lot of damn people. So we get through the gate, trying to find which tunnel to go through to get to the seats. And my anticipation is just like, you know how you just get like the tingling sensation, that level of nervousness and excitement when you're about to do something. It's like you've been waiting on for a long time. And it's just a crazy build-up ready to be released. That's how I was walking through the tunnel. I'm like, you see the brightness is almost like a movie scene where you go from dark to brightness and it's so bright you can't see nothing. Finally make it to my seat, which actually wasn't the correct seat at the time, but we ain't gonna get into that. I'm looking at the game. I'm thinking to myself like, good God. Because you see what's happening right there. The sun was battling my retinas. Partial blindness was there for at least the first half. I couldn't record anything that was decent. I couldn't even see anything that was decent. It was just a bunch of me trying to have a staring battle at the game with the sun hovering right over my retinas and damaging my potential sight. I was literally sun gazing unintentionally. In betwixt the sun gazing, we seen that last play. We seen that it was one of the most disgusting plays you could see by an offense. What kind of bamboozlement was I getting into by thinking Colorado was going to play well? But everything on the offense was absolute garbage, and it all started with the offensive line. And I almost got a little emotional when I was writing down what I wanted to talk about in the video, because I used to play offensive line. I wasn't the greatest. I wasn't the worst either. But what I do know is when you get your opportunity when you get your chance, you guys are playing Division I football in front of the world. And as an offensive lineman, you need to have some pride, some grit, some hog, some monster in you that feels not only remorse, but anger that you are allowing your quarterback to get destroyed like this. And you are not putting him in the best position for him to succeed, because when he succeeds, you all succeed. And when he succeeds, it always is because of the lineman. When you look at Caleb Williams, them linemen are blocking for 5, 6, 7 seconds. I understand they might be a better talent, but Caleb Williams does not exist without that line. And what I'm trying to say is something in them is fundamentally wrong. And I don't know where to say or where to place the blame, but something is wrong. Because I'm starting to think that they don't like Shedeur. As a lineman, you got to look in your soul. And you got to understand that I got to go die out here for this motherfucking quarterback. And I'm going to go as hard as I can until the whistle stops. Every single play for my quarterback. But I guess they ain't cut like that these days. I can't say that. We see Caleb Williams linemen, those are the linemen I'm talking about. If you ever want to know what I'm passionate about and what I'm thinking about when I'm saying what I just said, look at Caleb Williams' line. Look at how them dudes hold their blocks. Look at how they are protecting him like they are protecting him like they at war. That's the kind of love you need for your quarterback. And we already know going into it, that lineman is not a glamour position. You will never be loved as a lineman until you make your quarterback who he's supposed to be when you give him some time. All right, now that I got my little lineman ran out the way, I was looking for certain people. Coach Mo, Cormani. I would say I was looking for Coach Dancy too. I wanted to see if I could see the fade from where I was. Seeing Coach Prime. I was all around just a good environment, a good energy, good spirit, because this is the first half still. The game was still close. You're thinking to yourself like, you know what, we could still win this game. You know, you really feel like you got a chance. Just seeing Shedeur, you could see the swagger from a mile away. And I love that about Shedeur. Like, he really him. Like, it's not just a camera thing. Like, that's Shedeur. So halftime basically comes around, and it would still seem as if I'm having a good time. That's because I am. The game is close. The vibes are hitting. I'm still lit. Trust me, I was lit. The pain hadn't set in from the seat I was sitting in. My legs weren't quite destroyed from how close I was to the next seat in front of me, knees on some old man's back. And I do want to show you one short clip of a dude holding my knee like he was balancing himself on a fire hydrant. It was kind of crazy because I'm not sure if he knew it wasn't the chair, or maybe he did know, and he was just very comfortable gripping my thigh and my knee thigh area. I almost felt as if I was getting paid. So right now I got to see my favorite person, Bucky. Of course he don't know I exist and he don't know where I was, but just seeing him from the distance was like damn, that's motherfucking Bucky. Because, you know, I'm from the era of Bucky's time. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. Like, Bucky is probably, the same age as me? So, when he was going to SMU, I was still looking at a lot of the top players in the nation. I'm like, oh, Deion Sanders Jr. I was looking at people's sons. I was looking at Barry Sanders Jr., Deion Sanders Jr. I just wanted to see what they was doing at the time. DeAnthony Thomas was my favorite player at the time. But point being, I seen Bucky as a return man. I think he was on NCAA too, for SMU. I used to play with SMU. And it's good to see him finding new passion in life. Because that generation, we kind of like the in-betweeners. Like, you either had it or you didn't at the time. A lot of, let's just say for what it is, a lot of fuck shit was going on. That's around time. Weird stuff was still going on in locker rooms, and it just was not authentic. Probably was one of the worst times to be into something, because life was becoming more advanced. But it's still like you in the Stone Age if you ain't part of the advance. We're reaching a part of the game where all the excitement's gone. The pain that you were putting aside because it was close and because you were either winning is going away. I'm just trying to get photos of people that I like. And then I see Alton McCaskill gets in the game. Has the best run of the night. So I don't believe that he don't have no burst and quickness and he hasn't felt like himself and he's redshirting. He's redshirting because he's not getting no touches. He's not getting no carries. It's a waste of a year. And you see they actually did get the touchdown late in the game. So it just makes the score look a little bit better. It was still a not close game once UCLA really got rolling. UCLA was keeping them in the game because UCLA just was the worst play calls I've seen in a long time. But that's what better talent looks like. But the issue I had was on the walk of shame, the walk back, literally, like, I'm talking about, like, unreal, felt way longer than the walk to. And I'm walking to, I felt good, happy, I can't wait. On the walk back, felt like 30 minutes, bro. No exaggeration. Overall, the experience declined. It went from being something that was good to okay to I would never do it again. And overall, I did enjoy myself as far as being able to see my team, being able to see some of my favorite people on earth as far as what they're doing and what they stand for. And I would rate this experience a good 4 out of 10. And that 4 is only from the excitement I have from seeing the people I've seen. Overall, the Rose Bowl is an old stadium, very bad for people who are big or taller. And what I seen from Colorado was just like, ugh. You know, you could even see during the video that my energy just slowly dropped off as I relived this mentally. The things they need to do to get better, man, find a new offensive line. That is it. I thank you guys for clicking on this video. Thank you for watching it and sharing my experience with you and whoever else you share the video with. And we'll stay tuned for the next upload. I don't know when it'll be, but it'll be. Peace.